Am I supposed to tell you the whole story?
Yeah.
Because it's really long.
I heard you came to Christ like 6 times. Let's see which one you pick.
My name is DaSol. And I go to Stuyvesant High School. I'm a freshman, 14 years old. Turning 15 next week. I think I came like 6 months ago or something. And the only reason I came was to raise my SAT scores. Because I heard my brother was going to this place where they teach you SAT and supposedly all these people are really smart. And then I was like, okay, if he's learning SAT, I don't want to be like falling behind him. Because usually I'm smarter than him, so I figured I could do SATs during summer. Because this church is not like all the other ones where all they care about is like the number of people they get. It's more like they really have a family here where they care about you. And then like sermons itself, Pastor Sam always makes sense in his sermons. And then Pastor Lydia was really nice too, so yeah. I tried to be a good Christian and be nice to people, but then it doesn't really work that way because I had no purpose for what I was doing. Because when you really meet Christ, He gives you a purpose for what you do. And then I was just being fake to everyone, and I was being fake to myself. Oh, and then I was like one of the last one left in the original group of who didn't get saved. And then it was just me and Sunjin left. And then like Chami kept asking me like, oh, what's holding you back from being Christian, like blah 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 and all that stuff. And I was just like, cause I don't wanna like, and then I really wanted to be the last one so I could be like, yeah, I was the last one to come to Christ. So then like, and then everyone was always telling me like, yeah, you know, if you want to see like God in your life, experience God in your life, like challenge Him. So I was like, all right, I'll challenge Him. So then I told Him like, I think it was during like the beginning of the week, I told Him, okay God, if I'll give you till Saturday to make Sunjin Christian, and then I'll come Christian after him, because I could be the last one. And then, surprisingly, that Sunday, Sunjin had to come to Christ. And then I had to keep my bet, and then I lost. So I came to Christ that day. And then there were other parts where I kept challenging him. One of the things was like, my brother and my mom, they went on a ski trip. And I had to stay behind because I was studying for finals. And then I was home by myself and I was really scared. And then, I don't know why I was scared, but I just didn't want to go home by myself. And then, so I was like telling God, you know, if you really like care for me, if you're really there, you should know that I'm scared. And like, don't make me sleep by myself. And then that night, like, Tina came over and she slept with me. And then, so I was like, okay. So I lost again. And then there was this other time. I was home, like I was feeling pretty good. I was on AIM. And then like, I think Christina and Pastor Lydia was talking to me. And then they were all like asking me, oh, are you okay and stuff? And I was like, wow, God, this would be so perfect if like Chami asked me that too. And then like a second later, she asked me like, oh, how are you doing? And I'm like, of course.
With all the experiences, what does that tell you? What's the main message that you get?
That He is real and He was always there with you, even when you don't realize it. And He's always looking after you and just waiting for you to turn back to Him. I'm not bitter every day. Like usually I enjoyed being by myself, like being home by myself, because my mentality was like, you know what, people just screw you over, they hurt you, you don't need people. But then now I'm more social, outgoing, I have friends, and I have a purpose for what I'm living, like why I'm living. Because before I was like, you know what, if I died today it wouldn't make any difference. But now I don't want to die because I have a lot of things to do before I do. To me, it's like a way of telling me that I don't, like, yeah, what happened to me is not that fair, like losing a dad, being able to, having to like support a family by yourself. But then it's like a way of telling me that I don't have to be in the dark by myself, and then there are people, there's a community who will care for you and who is just so grateful, who I'm grateful to, for just telling me what's really true, and then telling me like that I was made for more than just being this crazy girl. Well, I would like to tell them, you don't have to live the way you do. You don't have to feel like, what's the point of living? Where's my purpose? Because God will provide your purpose for you. He already has a purpose for you. He's just waiting for you to turn and just hear him out. And this is a place, this community where you can learn how to discover your purpose.
Amen. Would you challenge them to challenge God?
Yes, it's very fun actually. Especially because he shows like your results like right after. You know, I challenge you to challenge God that if he's really there to show up in your life, but you can't just be like, God, show up in my life. You have to give him like a dare or something. Because otherwise, how are you gonna know it's God? So be like, God, you know, I don't know, like tell him to do something. And then trust me, he'll show up in your life. And he'll prove you wrong every time you do.